Hey everyone, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel, and thanks so much for tuning in to what's going to be a dupe or dud, a twofer dupe or dud actually. I have two products I'm going to be talking about that I have high-end dupes for. It was inspired by a recent package I received from L'Oreal. It included a lot, or quite a few, of their new lip products, one of which are the Infallible Lip Paints. They've now released both matte and metallic collections within this line. So as I was going through them, I thought, these, I love them, and then I thought these remind me of another lip product I love, and they are the Smashbox, what are these called? The Legendary Liquid Metal. They came out with liquid metal and liquid pigment, I believe, but basically it's very, very similar to the metallic line in terms of finish and texture. I'll talk about the texture differences a little bit, but as I was going through the shades that they sent me and the shades that I have of Smashbox, I found two pretty similar shades among the bunch. I also have two here that I didn't find dupes for, so it's not like the collection is an exact replica of the Smashbox, but there are two shades that are very, very close. So that's what I'm here to talk about today. Let's first start with the shade that started it all. It is Moonlust, which is a gorgeous rose gold metallic shade in the L'Oreal Infallible Paints line, and this is what made me realize, oh my god, it's very, very similar to a shade from the Smashbox line that was actually included in my favorites video, and that is the Mauve Squad. And I think I said this in that video too. I call this more of a rose gold. There is a rose gold in the Smashbox line, and that to me is more of a champagne kind of situation. I describe this as rose gold. They are identical to each other. The other shade I found is this guy in Liquid Venom, and this is what I am wearing on my lips. Very, very similar, although slight differences to the shade Brains and Bronze from the Smashbox collection. Brains and Bronze is a little bit more red toned, I would say, whereas Liquid Venom is more chocolatey brown based. When you wear them though, very, very similar. So all that said, if all you wanted was purely a color dupe, you were lusting after the metallic finish in these exact colors, now you have an $8 product instead of a $24 product. There are some subtle differences in texture that I want to talk about. The L'Oreal is a little bit of a thinner texture. It has a slight grittiness to it, whereas the Smashbox is somewhat thicker, I would say. It's not like thick and goopy. You don't get those like strings in between your lips. It's very easy to layer on and get that pigmentation, but it is totally smooth. You can't feel any grit from the metallic pigments in here, and I just find that the L'Oreal does have, maybe it's due to that thinner texture, just does have a little bit of a grittiness to it. Not annoying, but noticeably there. That thinner texture might also be responsible for very, very slight bleeding I experience with these over the course of like multiple hours. It doesn't happen first thing, and I will say I think it's an improvement for the metallic formula from the original like high shine finish that first came out with this collection, because those bled quite a bit on me. And so I do think that's an improvement with this metallic formula, but I still notice a little bit more bleeding with these than I do the Smashbox. The Smashbox don't bleed on me at all. Both are fragranced. I don't really taste it with the Smashbox, and I do get a little hint of something with the L'Oreal, so if you're sensitive to that, it could be, you know, something you want to be aware of. It's not major though, and certainly not any more than any other L'Oreal products, so if you know you like L'Oreal lip products, these are probably on par with those. And I think the last thing to talk about is wear time. Again, very similar for these two. I do notice the Smashbox lasting a little bit longer though. Maybe it's because of that thicker texture. It just adheres a little bit longer to the lips, but very subtle differences, but the Smashbox is slightly longer wearing. And that's really all I have to say on these dupes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this video was useful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys!